Hi there, everybody. After listening to Aerosmith's brand new song with Youngblood, I decided to go through my Aerosmith collection and kind of show you what I listen to from these legends of rock and roll. This is in no particular order. These are ones I just gravitate to or put them on at random and just listen to them whenever I feel like. I usually go back to these ones much more than the others, although I do like most of their albums. So, first off is 1977's Rock. This is kind of an influential album for them, kind of gave Guns N' Roses their kind of blueprint for their sound. Doesn't get as much love lately because there's other albums that kind of get put into the spotlight, so this tends to get pushed to the wayside, although I think it's a strong album. You have Back in the Saddle, Last Child, Nobody's Fault, and I'm going to say Lickin' a Promise are my favorites off this album. Do yourself a favor, give this a listen. Next up, I'm going to say, listen to my notes here. This is Get Your Wings, 1974. Jack Douglas produced. This is where they kind of really find their groove and find out what they're good at. You know, the rhythm section. Steve Tyler's, rambunctious or rebellious nature. Joe Perry's playing. You got the same old song and dance. Lord of the Thighs. Train Kept the Rollin'. Seasons of Wither. Fantastic album, one of the classics, and for a good reason. You got a solid set of tracks on here. This is the other one from Jack Douglas, produced, that they really kind of, this is their blueprint of what an Aerosmith album is. So you got Walk This Way, big 10-inch record, Sweet Emotion, you know, blockbuster hits for a reason. This is one of the few you really need to have in your collection. That's why I kind of say Rocks gets pushed aside, because people tend to gravitate towards this because of Sweet Emotion, but it shouldn't take away from your enjoyment of these albums. Next up, we're going to have their resurgence. The first album that they kind of start cleaning themselves up and take whatever their strengths are during that drug-induced phase of theirs with a hit-making sheen to it. This is produced by Bruce Fairbairn. This is Permanent Vacation. This is where I kind of really paid attention to them again. I respected them. I heard them on the radio, heard Sweet Emotion and all this, and I loved them. But I think this is the first actual album I ever bought. And then I went kind of backwards. I think Hearts Done Time is a great track. So is Magic Touch, Ragdoll. People hate, Aerosmith says they hate this song, but Dude Looks Like a Lady is catchy as all heck. Angel, I'm Down. This is where it kind of comes back for these guys, and they continue it with this monster of an album called Pump. This is where everything from Aerosmith that we loved from that rambunctious period of the 70s with the hit making sheen, this really came together. This is, anybody thought Aerosmith would come out with probably a near classic album at the latter day end of their career. This proved everybody wrong from the beginning to the end. Every song is great. Young Lust, Fine, Love in an Elevator, Janie's Got a Gun, The Other Side, My Girl, What It Takes. Monster album. Like I said, this is one of those albums where everybody said classic rock bands can make modern classics. This shows and proves everybody that Aerosmith came back, that their comeback of Permanent Vacation was no fluke. That was just the beginning. Then they figure, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. They continue the same kind of formula on here, although I think at 14 tracks, 62 minutes long, Gotta Love It, Fever, maybe Get Out, or Flesh, sorry, maybe Flesh and Gotta Love It gotta come off here, and this would have been probably a really great album. I know that when I first listened to this, I went, eh. Over the years, I've really come to appreciate it. Next up, I think it's the one that people are gonna maybe say I'm a little crazy, but I really enjoy Nine Lives. This is, they left their label Geffen. They went back home to, I think it's Columbia for this. Produced by Kevin Shirley, known for Iron Maiden, Black Country Communion. Journey is behind the boards. I like this album. I think Nine Lives is a great album opener. Falling in Love is hard on these, is catchy as all heck. You know, my favorite actually is not released as a single. It's called "Ain't That a Bitch." Phenomenal, phenomenal song. Pink, obviously. Um, the Farm is interesting. Taste of India. It's an eclectic set of songs, but I really enjoyed this album, and I think it deserves a little bit more love. But that's me. Some people hate this album. People say this is the beginning of the end. I thought this was a really interesting album. They kind of took a couple of more chances. It's still the hit making sheen, but they are kind of pushing their boundaries on here, and I really appreciate that. So, those are my selections of the Aerosmith albums that I keep going back to. I do, from time to time, do really enjoy Just Push Play, and I know people hate that album, even Aerosmith, but there's some catchy songs on there. But that's a whole other scenario. So those are my choices. You let me know what you think. What are your favorites? Do you like any of these that I picked? I would love to hear from you. And if you can, hit the like button, subscribe, would mean the world for me. This is Steven from the Aroundtable with my selections of my favorite Aerosmith albums. And I'll be seeing you soon, guys.